After sign convention, we will discuss the law of reflection. The most visible objects are seen by reflected light. There are few natural sources of light such as the sun, stars and the flame. Other sources are man-made such as electric light. For an object to be visible, light from a source is reflected off the object into our eyes, except in this special case of phosphors. In this figure, the light is coming from the sun parallel due to the distance of the source. Then the light reflected off from that object and travel in a straight line to the viewer. Through this experience, the viewer has learned to extend the reflected ray entering the eye bag to locate the object, as shown in this figure. Vision is the result of light reflected from that object. Vision is the result of reflection of light from that object which are coming from the sun. Okay. If we see this figure, the light strikes a mirror and reflect. The original ray is called as incident ray, and after reflection it is called as reflected ray. The angle of the incident ray and reflected ray are always measured from the normal which is perpendicular to that mirror. The normal is a line perpendicular to the surface at the point where the incident ray reflects. The incident ray, reflected ray and normal all lies in a same plane perpendicular to the reflecting surface. That surface is known as plane of incidence. The angle measured from the incoming ray to the normal is termed as incident angle. Or the angle measured from the outgoing ray to the normal is called as reflecting angle. Now the law of reflection states that the angle of incidence equals the angle of reflection. This law is applicable to all reflecting surface. The angle of incidence and reflection are same. In case of reflecting surface or a plane surface. If you observe regular reflection, in that case incident parallel rays and reflected rays are parallel to each other. But in case of diffuse reflection, this incident ray and reflected ray are not parallel to each other. In this case, in case of B, incident angle is not equal to the reflecting angle. But in case of A, incident angle and reflecting angle is same. It obeys the law of reflection. Diffuse reflection occurs when the light reflects from the rough surface. Regular reflection is reflection from the smooth surface, such as a mirror. The reflected rays are scattered in diffuse reflection. This scattering is because the local direction of the normal to the surface is different for the different rays. In regular reflection, The reflected light rays are orderly because each local region of the surface has a normal in the same direction. Has a normal in the same direction. This is nothing but the law of reflection. The law of reflection. So next one is a plane mirror. This figure illustrate, the right side figure illustrate the formation of an image by a plane mirror. When a light rays are coming from a source and reflecting off each point of the object, that is AB in all directions. For simplicity, only a few of them are drawn. The ray spread upon leaving the object, and then each ray reflect from the mirror according to the law of reflection. The eye extend back the diverging reflected rays to see an image behind the mirror, as you see in this figure. An image is formed in this manner by extending back the reflected diverging rays is called a virtual image. A virtual image cannot be projected on a screen. The light does not physically come together, but rather the eye or camera or a detector interprets the diverging rays as originating from an image behind the mirror. Due to the law of reflection, the image formed by a plane mirror is the same distance behind the mirror as the object is in front of the mirror. Okay. So one example for better understanding of these plane mirrors. How tall does a mirror need to be so you can see your entire height? Assume the top of the mirror is in line with the top of your head. Does it matter where you stand? I am to ask one question. Does it matter where you stand? The ray diagram in this figure illustrates this situation. From the law of reflection, the basic geometry, it can be proved that the marked angle are equals. Therefore, the necessary height of the mirror is approximately half of our height. Draw a figure at a different distance to show that the distance from the person to the mirror does not change the result, Okay. In this way, the law of reflection can be understood with the help of a plane mirror. Okay. Any doubt in this? If you have doubt in plane mirror or the law of reflection, you can ask me. The remaining part of this PPT will be discussed in next lecture. Okay. Thank you.